Hi, this is Anne and this is Song Story. Matthew 11 verse 28 says, "Come to me all you who are heavily burdened and I will give you rest. Take my yoke which is lighter and find rest in that." So Christ was talking to a crowd, giving them an invitation. It's an invitation to fellowship, it's an invitation to communion, it's an invitation to get to know who Christ is. Lay It All Down is actually a combination of two songs that came together to give birth to this. It was born from a place of transition, from a very comfortable place to a very rocky place that no one was ready for. And trying to juggle this transition was a bit difficult, so you try to gain control over it. I remember there was one time I was in my room and I was just seated and I was like, God, just take this burden away because it's becoming a bit too unbearable. And I remember I felt this impression in my heart, like, why are you trying to carry something that I have not asked you to carry? Why are you trying to battle this? And it's not actually a conflict. There's no war that's supposed to be fought here. But can you just lay it all down and trust me enough to know that I will take care of you? So partly Lay It All Down is that. The other half of the song talks about forgiveness, which is basically the story of the prodigal son. He came from a different land where he had already squandered the money that he was already given, his inheritance, and he came back with this entire speech where he was supposed to go tell the dad, "Father, I have sinned against you and against God, and I want you to take me in as a servant." But when the father saw him, the only thing he saw was a son. He did not see the failures that he had made, the failures that he had committed. He didn't see the very many mistakes that the son had made. But when he saw him, he sent a servant to actually go give him a robe and a ring. And that's the same thing that sometimes I do think we do. We make mistakes and then we have this entire speech of us wanting to be servants while God has actually called us sons. When he actually says, "I have already forgiven you. I have already cast away your sins as far as the east is from the west, and I will not remember them." Most of the time, God has already forgiven us, but we are having a very difficult time forgiving who we are. And we are covered with shame and guilt. And He's only asking, will you lay that down and allow me to actually fix you? Christ dying on the cross wasn't just for us to get salvation. It was also for us to gain freedom. Freedom from what life and society has told us we are, what the mistakes that we have made, the burdens that we carry, the pains that kind of give us an identity. So I hope that Lay It All Down will mean the same to you. Cast your burdens, cast your cares, cast your pain, cast your grief, cast everything that you allegedly are carrying as your own burden, and allow Christ to heal you.
I lay it down, I lay it down, I lay it down, I lay it down.